Hello, welcome back to the Drunkeneers channel. As always, I'm your host, Sir Alpha, and today we continue with episode 5 of Chasm. Episode 6, Jesus, episode 6 of Chasm. So give me a second here, make sure everything is up and running properly, and we'll get going. Okay, good. Looks like everything's good. Stream health looks good. Let's do this. So we have a lot to do today, very little time in which to do it, so just keep going. Grab that real quick. I guess just starting off, let me show off again. Everything we've collected so far. There was a lot of farming that went on. I'm going to equip this for now, show it off. As we can see here, we have the magic axe, knife, boomerang, shuriken, shield, and Molotov, fully maxed out, all of them level 3 of 3. Rocking the crystal crown, the priest robe, the platinum chain, and the onyx ring for a pretty much full intelligence build. That still puts us at 62 attack, which is pretty good. Bestiary, we got everything so far taken care of. I went back and got everything that I missed before, so no need to worry about that for the time being. There is one thing that I have not gotten, which is this. It's going to be another mini boss we're going to do today, part of the thing we need to go and do before we finish the game. And I want you to remember this number, 13. It's going to come in handy. Not so much in handy, but I'm going to show off another weapon we haven't really shown off. Having to do with the NPC quest from this NPC right here. Also, I think I've talked to anyone here. Everybody's already been spoken to. The other thing I do want to show off is if we talk to this guy right here, Grant. Wow, you did it. With this platinum, I should finally be able to get the balloon filled up. In return for your help, please take the secret detector. It will alert you with a beeping sound whenever you're near a secret. Now to fix this electrolysis device. Jesus. Okay. So that's something I definitely want to show off. I'm going to take off the platinum chain, equip the secret detector. So as mentioned before, all it does is beeps whenever we're near a secret. Something I haven't done earlier in the game, obviously, since I just got it. So I did want to show it off. And I'm going to complete one of the last NPC quests we have to show off here. So let's do that real quick. Have to basically find all the digging spots for that NPC. What's his name? Duncan, I think it was. For Duncan, all the NPC. That'll be our last NPC for our NPC quests. So with that, we should be done. So we can hear the beeping there. I'll come back to it for now. I just want to keep going real quick since we have to make our way back anyway. So this one I'm using is the Shaman's Axe, which is the weapon you get for defeating the Shaman, the last boss for the temple, without taking any damage. It's okay, pretty good swing speed, has the whole arcing front to back, so if there's something standing behind you, they'll get hit with it. The, I guess, major selling point of it is that it has a low percentage chance of making the enemy poisoned / make them bleed. It's the same kind of condition, so whatever you want to call it. So with that, that's really the only thing that stands out about it. Like I said, it has good attack, good swing speed, but for my money, I still like using the assassin sword or another weapon we're going to use, or we're going to get in a bit here. First, hey, welcome. Showing off the Shaman's Axe here. So it's the boss weapon from the last boss from last time that I was not able to be on screen flawless, but here it is. So now you can see it. And what I'm doing here is, again, just for those coming in, so that was the Shaman's Axe. I am going back through the mines and getting all these dig spots that we didn't get before for the NPC quest for Duncan. So that's one of the secret stashes we needed. What else? Let me show off something else I got while grinding. So you guys have seen the Scimitar, the Morning Star, the Shaman Axe is the one we just got. The Emerald Blade I also got while grinding. It's just a dagger. The good thing about it is that it increases item drop rate. So if you really want to grind some stuff, there's that. Also got the Practice Sword. All it does is give, I think, a 10% experience boost There's a flambard, which if you do a shuriken motion, I can't get it down apparently. There it is. It'll do that. So it's nice, but I still don't like it as much as the assassin sword, which I did a little bit of the research, I guess you could call it. Is that all we need here? And make sure I'm not missing anything up top on this end. I did a little bit of research on the sword itself. Hey, we were missing something. Here we go. Good old double jump. The assassin sword, it seems that when the game first got released, it didn't have a cap on the damage you could stack with it, so you could essentially keep killing enemies endlessly until you got your damage to 100 plus. But it seems that at some point in time it got capped to only give about 11 points of extra damage. So right now it's capped. It's as high as it's going to go at. We have it at 60. That's with a little bit of strength investment, which I think it correlates to something like 30 points of just base damage on the weapon, something like that. So it's not as good as it used to be at one point in time, but it's still pretty good, and it'll carry us for now until I find the next weapon, which is still a sword, but it has a nice property to it that makes it, as far as DPS goes, better than this one. As far as just straight base damage, it's not as good, but again, DPS is what I'm judging this on. And for most weapons, that's really what I go off of. Just animation, swing and animation can really take a lot from a weapon. So something else I did, for those of you who showed up a little late, I picked up the secret detector, and here you can hear the beeping, so that means that in this room there's something that I haven't picked up. So that's how that works. And it'll keep beeping, just basically letting you know that there's a secret in that room, even if you do find a secret. So I'm gonna keep it equipped for the time being. It is an equip that it's not a relic or anything, so I am gonna keep it equipped for the time being and see if we find any more secrets as we progress through the game. Get this guy out of the way. There we go. So, as mentioned before, we have a lot of things we need to take care of in this episode, and very little time to do it in. So I'm gonna try and hurry through this as much as I can, and I just realized that there is something I could do to make my life easier and to show you guys, which I promised I would do, and I never actually did. So we're gonna go pick up a speed potion, because there's a lot of walking involved in all of this I need to complete. So we're gonna talk to, what's her name here, Ash, and we're gonna pick up 5 of these bad boys. And you know what, while I'm here, I want to come back to her at some point in time. How many of these do I have? 1. Let me pick up 9 of these. And 3 time potions and 2 sight potions. That should keep me stocked up. Okay. So as mentioned before, I got the secret detector from this guy. As you can see, we basically give him the platinum, he goes to the secret detector, and he was able to fix his balloon. We'll talk to him at some other point in time, and this is the guy that we're doing the quest for the stashes at the moment, as well as trying to get 100% on the mines. So let's go this way. So that speed potion increases our speed for a minute, I want to say. So I'm just gonna keep trying to get past everything. Don't really care if I get hit, it's just 1 damage. God damn it. Alright, and I think this is room number 2. Yep. So here we gotta dig once more. And it sucks that you can't just, kind of dig automatically. You have to actually equip it. It's just annoying. So we got that secret stash number 2. While we're here, we can go up there and pick up that. Let me mark that room since we already got it. Oh, I goofed that up. Okay, heart ring. I think all it does is increase our max HP. Yeah, by 20 points, it seems. So, just, you know, it's a playstyle thing. I'm not gonna use it, but there it is. So with that, we have kind of finished the first floor with the exception of this next area we're gonna go to right now. After you're done with Bayonetta, you're gonna go back to Octopath. Dude, I really liked Octopath. It was a really good game. So you didn't finish it. I got to the end where you gotta do all the bosses and stuff, and I kind of just went and started doing other things. So I also kind of have to go back and finish that. Let me see which... Oh man. Something I had about backtracking in the mines. There's not a lot of teleport spots. Ooh, excuse me. There's not a lot of teleport spots, so in order to actually get through a lot of the stuff you need to do here, you just have to hoof it the entire time. And some of these we actually need to complete quests. Okay. Just unlock me, why don't you? Come on. Okay, and this is one I mentioned a long time ago, but we really couldn't do without the double jump. So we got the Night figurine. And this is, assuming we got the secret stash, this should, in theory, complete 2 of the last 3 NPC quests that we have left to do. We also have to get the last tonic recipe that I haven't gotten for Ash, which is the strength one, but it is, I believe, on the lower floor, which we're about to do right now to go ahead and get that 100% completion on the caves anyway, so it all kind of works out that way. You're looking for a Fire Emblem-esque game, a turn-based strategy game. I did not know you were a big fan of those like strategy games. It's a good one. You're looking for like a new age one or more of like a retro one? I mean, there's obviously Fire Emblem. What other ones can I think of? Old-timey ones. There's you know, the Final Fantasy Tactics series, that's pretty good. Ogre Battle, those are pretty good. Ogre 64. What else? Man, there's a lot and they're all just escaping me right now. I'm gonna go up. Not the biggest fan, just not the biggest fan, you're just kind of cribbing it now and then. Okay, sure. That's how I am with Call of Duty series. Like, I'm not a huge fan of it, but every once in a while, man, just get the itch and just want to go play a shooter for no reason. Okay, so I want to go this way now. This is another room that we couldn't do without the double jump, not double jump, sorry, the wall climb. We get the officer sword, which at this point in time, I really should have come and gotten this when I first got the wall climb, because it's, yeah, it would have been an upgrade at some point in time, but as soon as you get the assassins, you're done. You are set as far as swords go. Come on, that. Then we can take that off. Oh, what am I doing? I think Gonna go up this way. Did we come this way? Up it. Found it. Where is trusty shovel? Alright, that is the strength potion recipe down. So now we just have to find the third stash and we'll be set on NPC quests. And that should be the trophy for that done. I think the last one is over here. And as mentioned, we're still getting our 100% coverage here, so something that needs to get done in any case. Not the biggest fan. Fire Emblem's coming out this year, it sure is. I mean, if you haven't played the other ones, you know, there you go, you can go play those. I know people kind of had a little bit of an issue with them busting a Pokemon and then, you know, splitting the ending on those. So, or not the ending necessarily, but kind of having to get both to get the full story. There's a crazy involved one coming out PS4 called Stellaris do you know who's the developer is on that? How do you feel about like the more dungeon crawly ones that have come out? There's a lot of them that have come out lately, but ooh, I hear beeping. Where's the treasure? Nope, it's down here. There it is. Hey, okay. That's why I wanted to keep it equipped. I also need to go up. But the dungeon crawly ones that are more where you have to kind of make your own map as you go and stuff like that. And here's our last room. Hooray. Shovel. Kind of like, oh, I know the one that comes to mind right now, which is one that came out recently back in September, was Labyrinth of Refrain. I played it, I liked it, it's pretty good. There's other ones for like PSP or Vita and 3DS. I can't remember what they were called. But yeah, what about that type of genre where it's more kind of like dungeon crawly and you have to make your own maps and stuff like that to get ahead? Okay, with this we are officially done with the mines. The mines is 100%ed and we got all the collectibles that we needed. So now we can go back to the NPCs, turn those in, and officially be done with NPC quests. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go up. We're gonna move on to the catacombs, 100% that, to get a couple of items that we need, and after that I think there's a couple of things we can do in the keep, and then we can officially move on to... Nope, there's also something we need to do in the gardens, then the keep, then finish the game. The last dungeon crawler you played was Dark Cloud. Man, that's way back when. Look up Labyrinth of Refrain right now, and let me know if that's something you're interested in. Those are, in my opinion, they're pretty good, pretty fun. There's a lot of strict, yeah, I guess, yeah, you could say there's a lot of strategy that goes into them. You having to build your own party. Let me see which is the best way. Okay, so the north is all done. I know for sure we have to go down, so teleporter. There's a lot of strategy that goes into them because they have character classes, and given the way the party setup works, you have to basically either make a lot of different characters and kind of rotate based on what you're fighting against, or you can try and make like a generic or a catch-all type of party that will get you through everything in the game, which is not unheard of. It just sometimes requires a little bit more grinding or figuring out what you need to do to get from A to B. Okay, from here I want to say the one thing we gotta do is come down here. It's not this one, okay. Just making sure. That's a save room. Ooh. The be been taking me? There it is. Hey, got all the stuff I missed. Okay, and this is one of the rooms that I told you guys we'd be coming back to with Sight Potion. Sight Potion, you can see that, and we get the Light Stone. So that is the second Light Stone that we needed in order to complete a puzzle back in the Keep. Yes, the Keep. Now with this, we can go ahead and go... Oh, this kind of suck, because... Oh no, I have a warp scroll, so... I was gonna say it's gonna be a long trek back, but I think I'm just gonna warp it. Save us some time for the time being. Let me pop another speed potion. Let's try to hoof it as quickly as we can and rescue the last NPC. And while the last NPC does have another quest for us, we're actually already completed half of it by having one of the items it requires, and we'll be completing the second part of it as we get the gardens fully explored. So I guess I did misspoke or spoke out of turn when I said that we were done with NPC collectibles. We do have one more that we need to get, but as it is part of 100%ing the map, it's all just taken care of, really. Hello, Meat Man. Hello. Nope. Guys, I don't want to play. Thank you. Okay. And we gotta go across. Oh, psych. Is this room here? This is the very last NPC we needed to rescue. This is Jinx the Bounty Hunter. Thanks for helping me, kid. I'm Jinx, a bounty hunter. I was tracking two thieves through the Ladorian Mountains when a blizzard hit. I lost the trail in the storm and barely made it into Karthus alive. The next thing I knew, the town was being raided and I ended up down here. Hey, you seem like someone who knows how to get things done. Come see me back at the tavern and we can talk business. So this guy essentially is the guy who has been tracking the two thieves who we read all the lore on, that they came here, they got separated. One of them we actually did find already, and it was, we have the pocket watch. Now the second one we need to find, which we're going to do in the gardens right now. I'm going to pop this warp scroll. We're going to find them and get the second item that we need. When I'm here, lady, sell me two of these. We're gonna get the last eye that we need, and then come back, complete that, and we'll be done with all the NPC quests at that point in time. So far, we can talk to her. You found your potion. I can make potions that will increase your strength for a short time. I'll add it to the menu right away. So, fine. We got the strength, the time, the sight, the speed. Am I missing any of them? Thank you so much for your help. I've learned enough that I've created my very own concoction. I call it the Elixir since it restores both your health and your magic. I've added it to my shop already, so please give it a try. That's what I was looking for, girl. There it is. Okay, so the Elixir. Now, the Elixir you can only get if you've actually found the other four, which is the speed, the sight, the time, strength for those, and then you also find, mainly through progression, you don't have to really go out of your way, the others, which is potion, tonic, high potion, high tonic, and antidote. But the strength, time, sight, and speed are the ones that are a little harder to find. Now we also found a toy. Wow, it's Knight, just like you. This has to be the best toy ever. You should get a reward just like the knights in the storybooks. Here, you can have this ring I found on my way home. It seems really nice, but it doesn't fit my finger anyway. So with that, we get the mana ring. There it is, mana ring, a ring that increases the appearance of mana orbs. It is a nice int boost, luck boost, and because of the intelligence, we get the sub-weapon boost, but we're not really going to use it. Alright, so you checked out Labyrinth, not your style. Alright, fair enough, to each their own. I'm a fan of those, making your own party based on those classes and kind of figuring out how the class system works and trying to get everything done through that. That's really fun for me. So figuring out, oh, I'm going up against this boss, is he's hard, or this party combination has been working out for me. What can I do to tweak it and make it better? Do I really need a healer? Do I need a support? What am I going to do in the life? That type of stuff. Alrighty, back in the gardens, we have, I think, only one thing we need to take care of. Now, I know over here there's that little bit which I didn't uncover, but that's just the boss room. I can go and take care of that at any point in time. I'm not going to worry about it. But as you can see right in the middle, there is something that we can take care of there. So we're going to go ahead and do that real quick, like, in order to finish our NPC questage. Nope. So Chasm is almost over, guys. What did you think so far? Good game, bad game? And I do want to point out, this game was, if I remember correctly, it was crowdfunded through Kickstarter. So there is that. I don't know why I did this. I could have just jumped up the wall the entire way. So yeah, so what do you guys think for a Kickstarter game? Was it good, bad? You guys enjoy it? Think there's better games out there? All right, and here we go. This is our last thing we needed to find for the NPCs, the glass eye. What's tied to this? Drake's note. Felix said we should split up and look for more clues, but it didn't take me too long to get myself lost. I've never been too good at directions. Next thing I knew, I was in the forest with trees and plants. There was even a waterfall and a little pond, which is good because I was pretty thirsty. It seemed like a good enough place to get some rest, so I set up a campsite, but I didn't get much sleep though. Not only did it never get dark, but I kept hearing the howling off in the distance. I hope some beast isn't planning to make me its dinner. So, hint hint, surprise surprise, you don't know what's gonna happen. But honestly, at this point in time, we're so over leveled that it doesn't matter. This is probably something I could have come and done earlier, but yep, here it is. We gotta fight this wolfie. But, yep, there it is. That easy. So with that, we get one more entry into the book, and I believe we are officially done with the gardens. It's not 100%ed, as I still have to do the top part up there, but again, I'll get that later. For now, let's just keep going forward. I'm gonna go back to the teleporter and oh my god. Ooh, lady, calm down. Why am I fighting you? Just get by. Yep, go back to the teleporter and head over to the keep. And pick up our endgame sword, pick up that 100% completion, and show off a couple of things that need to be shown. There we go. Reading the map and speaking at the same time. Apparently can't do. Okay. So we're here. Gonna head to the keep. For Kickstarter, pretty good. Better than an EA game, you say. Man, you're still super salty. Let go. Just let go of the pain. Okay, so I just want to show off this. I'm gonna try and put it like down by the down arrow. So that room right there with the dot, I did go there on my own, on my elf time, just to claim what was in there. And same thing for this, because I was trying to save time, since we don't have a lot of it right now. The first one I showed off contained one of the recipes you need for Ash. The second one I showed off contained the flambard. Is that what it's called? The flambard, which is the sword I was showing off earlier. So that's how you get that. But again, just not even gonna slightly bother with that. So we're just gonna keep on moving to the next spot. All right. Now, if you guys remember, we had the one gem that we got from rescuing the dog princess. We recently got another gem. And so now we have access to this treasure chest, just the Sword of Light. Now, this is essentially the quote-unquote best sword in the game as far as DPS goes, because as you can see, it's 3 points lower on the damage against the assassin. But you gotta keep in mind, the assassin we built up by playing. This one, its base damage is the highest, I believe, of the swords, but not only that, the good thing about it is it has increased swing speed. So as far as DPS goes, this is gonna be your go-to sword. So we're gonna rock that for a while. What else? I want to say that's pretty much on the keep. Let's keep 100% as well. So with that, we can actually continue with the game, get to the last area, and beat the final boss of the game. You guys want to take a vote, wild guess as to what the last area is going to be? Before we do go, I want to go ahead and talk to the last NPC. Get that out of the way. And talk to him. Thank you for retrieving my money. I think it's time I found a hiding place that's closer to home. As promised, here's your cut. And you can also keep my shovel for your troubles. So he gives us 500 gold and we get to keep the shovel, which would come in handy if you haven't found the last recipe. But other than that, that's it. I think it's working. It will take a while to fully inflate. Boy, is my arm tired. Whop, whop. All right. EA headquarters, Bethesda headquarters. Well, seeing as how it is a fiery hell pit, I think either one is probably the correct. Okay, here we go. How's it going, kid? As I mentioned before, I'm looking for the two notorious thieves, Felix Varian and Drake Stryker. They're wanted dead or alive for numerous crimes against Gildia. I would rather capture them alive, but if they leave me no option, then so be it. I believe they must be somewhere in these parts, but I leave the town, they may come here. That's where you come in. Perhaps in the course of your investigation, you may find some evidence of their whereabouts. If you help me locate them, I'll be sure to make it worth your while. Let me know what you find. So you found them both, eh? And they both met their end. Well, no one is shedding a tear for those two. As a reward, I would like to give you my magic charm. It's gotten me out of many situations, and it seems you need the luck more than I do right now. So we get the magic charm. Where is it? Magic charm. There it is. A lucky talisman once worn by the bounty hunter Jinx. So that's that. And with that, I do believe we've completed every single side quest in the game as far as NPCs go. As you can see here, I gotta talk to this man. Good work finding Jinx. He's a mysterious fellow, but his reputation is well known throughout the kingdom. You did it. You rescued everyone. This town would have survived. This town wouldn't have survived without your help. Here, take this ring as a token of my gratitude. It's been in my family for generations. My grandfather said it was the first thing he found in the mines, but he was always telling tall tales. So with that, we get the lion ring. Lion ring gives a nice 7-point strength boost. So there you go. That is about everything. Just to show this off. There we go. All of them are taken care of. So that is every single NPC side quest completed. So let me go ahead and pick up, what's this thing called? Mana points. There we go. That's the word. And save real quick. And with that, we can finally head to the dark, deep, fiery chasm that is Ulok's dimension-ish. Now you can summon Captain Planet with all the rings combined. Alright. So, last spot, if you guys remember, way back in episode 3, I want to say? Maybe? Is that when we first... Yeah, I want to say that's when we first got to the gardens. We showed off this one room that nothing really happened, nothing really came of it. However, in the map, it was still shown off as a blue room, showing as some sort of link or teleportation room. Much like... Why am I going the wrong way? Oh, yep, sure went the wrong way. Silly me. I'm just gonna have to hoof it now. So yeah, so we showed off the room on the right there where the dot is, which I marked oh so long ago. That is the last room we gotta visit. And since we beat the shaman and we got the D20 that we were looking for last time, now we can finally go in there and get to the next area of the game. It's the last area of the game. Fun fact, in case you guys were wondering, this game does not have New Game Plus. So sadly, once you beat the game, you're essentially done. As always, you know, if you don't save post-game, you can just come back and keep messing around and going about and doing your thing. But there's no post game, so there's no reason to, I guess, kind of come back to it. Really, replayability is not that big. We already explored that before. No, not big on replayability. That's what I was trying to say. So it kind of sucks. And I know it was one of the stretch goals for the Kickstarter to get. Again, why am I trying to kill you? To get funding enough to to implement the New Game Plus, but if I recall correctly, they didn't meet it in time. They did end up meeting it somewhere down the line, but at that point in time, it was too late, and so there wouldn't have been enough time to really implement it well enough. So I think I don't remember if they refunded that or if they decided to use it for another game that they were going to make, or I can't remember where that went. But as far as the game itself, yeah, no Game Plus. So this is the room I was trying to get to. That's why they didn't seed the system. No, they did seed the system. It was just not really randomized or, real procedural generation. So the seeds do come into play, but just not, enough to where it really affects the gameplay. So it shouldn't have been a major selling point in my opinion. I was hoping to catch you before you went any further. You've done magnificent work shutting down the temple and closing the gateway, but I'm afraid that this isn't over yet. Ulak has been cut off from its energy source, but it may already be powerful enough to bring the Age of Darkness. These inscriptions say its chamber lies somewhere in the depths beyond this door. Only the Shadow Gem you retrieve from the temple will open the way. I know you feel it is your duty to complete your mission, but I must beg you to reconsider. Who knows what horrors you will face down there. Even a skilled warrior such as yourself may not make it back. If you do choose to go on, please prepare yourself first. I will head back to town and await your return. Good luck, young knight. So I believe in order to complete all the NPC quests, in order for the trophy to pop, you do have to go back to town and talk to him one more time, if I remember correctly. As his quest, which is not really given to you as a quest like the others, he does have a quest which is basically you going through all of this and helping them find everything out and clearing this place and, saving the world and yada yada yada. Alright, now with all of this being said, I do want to show off one more sword that I haven't shown off. The hunting sword. And you guys to keep in mind, so to unlock the next enemy, I would technically have to kill 13 of them to unlock. Now with the hunting sword, that is not the case. As mentioned before, when you kill an enemy with the hunting sword, all it takes is one death to be able to add him to the bestiary. So if you don't want to farm an enemy or, just don't feel like it's worth the time or what have you, you can just kill him with the hunting sword, be done with it, and move on with your life. You don't think it's a small game like this should have a seed system? Maybe they should have focused on New Game Plus. I completely agree. And instead of have difficulty setting for map configurations, they do have a difficulty setting. So I'm playing it on normal right now. Obviously there's hard. If you beat hard or normal, you unlock Nightmare, and you also unlock, I can't remember if you have to unlock Nightmare to unlock Mortal, or if it just gets unlocked once you beat the game. But there is one mode called Mortal, in which you have to beat the entire game in one life. If you die, your save file essentially gets erased or blocked, or I can't remember what happens. But yeah, you are essentially done with that playthrough. So it becomes kind of a roguelike in that sense. Oh, come on. There we go. You see, so the Grell got unlocked. Bestiary, now we can go here in the Grell. So I got unlocked with me killing it one time. Let me show it off with, I think there's another enemy here. 1, 2, there we go. Shadow Spawn unlocked. Again, as you can see, that one did an 8, but with 1, it's good enough to unlock it. Trying to find the 13 one, just to show one last time. Oh, hello. I don't like these guys. Yep, you're gonna do your lunge. There it is. And then the demon is unlocked. There we go. We know for sure that one needed 13, and so with that it gets unlocked. So that's how that works. With that shown off, I can go ahead and go back to my trusty assassin. Where are you? Assassin sword, yay! They had the right idea, I guess, but it just didn't come together at the end. I want to say it was more... Yeah, I guess, yeah, you said it the right way. It was... I mean, it wasn't that it didn't come together, it was, I think, more... they prioritized the wrong features of the game, perhaps. Yeah. That was definitely, I think, what kind of held it back to some extent. But, I mean, for what it is, for what it's worth, I'm really liking it. I enjoyed it my first time. You know, this is my... I think like 4th time playing it, and second time doing a full clear. And I mean, I still enjoy it for what it is. Pretty good game. I definitely recommend people check it out. Check it out for themselves. Enjoy it. It's not that expensive. It's one of the cheaper games. Alright. Here we have another max HP. Definitely comes in handy. Very happy about that. Hup. 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 Okay. There we go. Got that. A little bit to learning. Another secret. Trusty secret bracelet pointing it out to us. I'm pretty much going to keep it equipped until we get to the last boss. At that point in time, I'll switch to my endgame setup. We'll go from there. Seeing as how they kind of hit on, you know, like an underground area, a fire area, a jungle area, do you feel sad that they didn't have an ice area, or are you a fan of not having ice areas? I personally can't stand ice areas. I hate these guys too. Oh, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Just because they usually tend to do the whole, oh, the floor is icy, you keep on slipping. Oh my god, how did I not do that? And that just, it drives me up a wall. I just cannot. That feeling of not being in control of the character's movement, it drives me up a wall so hard. Oh, mithril armor, another one, great. Ice areas are pretty lame. Yes, they are. Jesus Christ. Did the... Alright, there we go, I finally dodged it. The Shambler unlocked. Ice and sewers are bad, yep, definitely. Do I kind of feel like the mines was kind of a sewery area here? Because it had like the poison pits and shit like that. It wasn't as bad, but yeah. Did the Breath of the Wilds have an icy area? It's true. I believe both of you have played it, right? Hey, there we go. Oh, my dude, I don't want to play with you. I already unlocked your entry. No, thank you. Oh, man. It's 1 projectile, 2 projectile, 3 projectile, go. For these guys, you have to make sure that as you swing, you keep moving backwards because they do move up on you and they will hit you for damage. We come to the last mini-boss of the game. Let me... Popeye. That should keep me topped off enough to just come in and do this. And there it is. Again, Molotov Cocktail just simplifies so many fights. Had a snowy mountain area. Okay, you played it, but not enough to answer the question. Just played it to finish it. Ace up. Okay, but it wasn't necessarily a nice area, a nice level. What do you mean not necessarily? Like you could go, but it wasn't all eyes, or like you didn't have like an ice temple, anything like that? Ankaro, entry number 4. As my men and I have returned to complete a shrine, we found the king and his minions waiting for us. He made me watch as he pushed my workers one by one into a seemingly bottomless chasm, saving me for last. The drop seemed to take forever, and at the bottom of the bodies broke my fall. All but 3 of us perished. However, we did not let this shake our fate. We built this final shrine to aid the Lightbringer, whomever they may be. I have faithfully served the Watchers, and now it is time to join them at last. And that is all the Ankaro entries. Let's see, journals. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from Bastin, 1, 2 from Felix, 1, 2, 3, Drake's note. Yeah, I think that's all the entries as well. So that might be journal completion. Might have to double check on that, but that is also one of the trophies, is getting all the journal entries. Exactly, okay. So it was just an area that you could go to, but it wasn't necessary for game completion or end game stuff, really. Is that correct? Alright, so we got that. Oh, 1, 2. It's an easy way to just kind of cross the chasm down there and not have to worry about this. Do that. Oh, hello. There we go. Okay. I was hoping it would get the map coverage. I didn't want to have to go down there. It's all just lava and a couple of blocks for you to stand on. Okay, nothing there. Let lava go. You gotta make sure you do this. Oh my god, I hate these things. Fuck it. Let's do it. Yep. Should just kept going. I don't even know why. Yep. That was done with me. Hey, another MP up. Definitely gonna come in handy. A lamb chop. Beef stew. You feel protected. Good. Now, if I hurry up, I might be able to make it to the boss while still having these, the buff on. And obviously take half damage from attacks is really gonna help. The boss is just a pain in the ass to beat. So I'm more than anything just gonna focus on dealing damage, very little on dodging. There we go. Nice. Yeah, just gonna focus on getting the damage done, and I'm just gonna keep on spamming potions to get it done. Where is hunting sword? So the reason I want to equip this is because I don't want to have to kill 37 of these things, or 13 as we know. We gotta kill to take the damage. There we go. Fire crawler unlocked. Now I don't have to worry about it. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Alright, empty room with nothing in it. My dude, I don't want to play, thank you. Oh, of course, there's one of you here too. Hey, level up! Perfect. I think we're almost to the boss. Okay. Yeah, this is it. Time for the boss fight. So let me... Sword of Light. Get rid of the secret detector. So I'm looking for what is going to boost my intelligence the most here. 58, 54, 58. So Onyx already had equipped. 66, 60, 64. I think it's going to be the Platinum Chain. Yep. Platinum Chain. And Magic Axe. And alright, time for the final boss, guys. This is it. We made it. This is Ulak. And he is a bastard. Time potion, speed potion. Time potion obviously helps out a lot here. They only last 20 seconds though. Oh, bullet hell. It really does help that I still have the protection. I also would be taking ridiculous amounts of damage from all these attacks. Yep. Yep. Like I said, I'm not too worried about dodging. I'm not even going to try. I'm just going to focus on be well telegraphed. So you got that one comes out, you can just dodge to the side. When he does that one, you can kind of stand in the middle and try to dodge like I did. That one, you have to do 3 jumps or 2 jumps originally, and then he'll do a third one. That one, the hand that comes out, it does bubble underneath before the hand comes out, so you can definitely see when it's going to be coming out. Then there's the other one, he does where the hand just steals a block from you. Do that. Keep that one up. That one, you just gotta do that. Oh, I don't moved. So you just kind of sit in the middle, jump, and avoid both of them. And there. When he starts getting more damage in on him, he actually does 3 of those. Lightning is fucking impossible to dodge almost. There we go. Now it's good luck. As far as I know, there is no weapon from beating him. No damage. I may be wrong about that, but honestly, I wouldn't even try. It just seems like the biggest pain in the ass. Oh no! Oh no! Thank the Watchers. It's Crawl Villain. Doesn't be weak against those throwing stars. That's the axe actually. It's the magic axe leveled up all the way. Alpha, wake up. Professor Bastin. Are you alright? I was resting in the tavern when everything began to shake. I rushed out to see what was going on, and I was blinded by a bright light. The next thing I knew, you were right here under the statue. It's saved! The town is saved! A wave of lava rushed through the mines and cleared out all of those wild beasts. Even more incredible is that it left behind enough ore to keep the town prosperous for years to come. Magnificent work! Your bravery and dedication truly befit a Guildian knight. I'm going to make sure all Guildian knows of your great deeds here. Now, enough talk. It's time to celebrate. All the NPCs rescued. Our Knight Commander. You can see the balloon in the back of the dude who actually got his balloon up and running. We get knighted, officially becoming a Guildian Knight. We're given our Battle of Honor. I don't know, fucking Purple Heart. And that is Chasm. So, like I said, pretty, in my opinion, pretty good Metroidvania game, especially for being a Kickstarter game. It's not, a AAA title. So for what it is, in my opinion, good game, definitely worth the play. I believe everybody should give it at least a look. If not, play it for yourself. Just watch someone else play it. But overall, I think it's a pretty good game. Definitely worth the play. But don't expect any New Game Plus or anything like that. As I mentioned, there is the only replayability that comes from it is if you are a trophy hunter or achievement hunter, whatever you're gonna call it, trophy whore, much like myself. Then you have to beat the game in essentially 2 times. Once to get the normal or you could do it twice. Once to get the nightmare. Actually, oh god, I'm gonna have to look at the trophies, because if there's 3 trophies for each difficulty, then you have to beat it 3 times. But I think it's just beating it once, then beating it once on hard, once on mortal difficulty. I don't think there's a trophy for nightmare, but I'm not entirely sure. We can double check real quick while the credits roll. Have some trophies. But yeah, so worst case scenario, you have to do it 3 times. One for hardcore, well, I'm sorry, one for hard, one for nightmare, one for mortal. But I want to say it's might just be the 2, just hard and mortal difficulty. Let's see. So there is the Guildian Knight, which is completing the game in the hard difficulty, and then Mere Mortal, which is completing the game as mortal. So yeah, I don't think there's one for completing it in nightmare difficulty. So you essentially, yeah, by playing it twice, you get all the, you can get all the trophies, assuming you get everything else while playing. And I mean, that's pretty much it. That's as far as the replayability of it goes. So nothing much else to say about the game. Like I said, good game, definitely worth a play. Check it out, my opinion. And there we go. We got rescued 100% of the people. We explored 100% of the map. So that's 2 of the trophies. We killed, well, I killed 3,000 things with all the farming I was doing. Took a lot of damage, and that was normal difficulty, obviously. So we only got our bronze medal. The medal you get goes up based on the difficulty, and I believe your maybe the ratio of kills versus damage taken, stuff like that, as well as kind of your rescued and explored. So I do want to record my progress, and that's going to be it for Chasm, guys. Thank you very much for sticking with me through this entire thing. Looks like there was some stream health issues, but it looks good now. So yeah, tomorrow we'll be doing Anthem demo. Thanks, man, appreciate it. We'll be doing the Anthem demo. That's going to be out and about. And we'll also be doing, hopefully next week, if everything goes well, we'll be doing Dead Cells episode 1, and we'll kind of get going on that. So I'm going to check it out for a little bit just to make sure I got the hangs of the control, so I'm not just getting my ass terribly handed to me. But other than that, I'm going to try to go in, I guess, mostly blind, and we'll see how that goes. So once again, guys, thank you for sticking with me through all of this, and I think there's nothing else to say. Thank you, guys. We'll see you next time. Cheers and good night.